Beyond the threshold of knowledge and cultivation, a journey into the depths of existence in J.M.G. Luclezio's The Interrogation. Dear readers, have you ever hesitated when facing the word book? Have you ever distanced yourself from books, thinking, I'm not close to books, I hate difficult books, or I completely don't understand the content? Or have you ever felt lost in a world changing far too rapidly, overwhelmed by an information flood, unsure what to read and how to interpret it? Today, I would like to introduce you to an extraordinary book that transcends mere knowledge acquisition and offers a fresh perspective on our own existence and the world around us. This book is J.M.G. Luclezio's debut novel, Le Procès-verbal, English title The Interrogation, written by the 2008 Nobel Prize in Literature laureate. While this work may initially feel challenging or unfamiliar, it vividly captures emotions, questions, and confusion we might have all experienced in life and resonates deeply with the innermost parts of the reader. I sincerely encourage those who feel they lack knowledge or cultivation to engage with the questions raised in the interrogation, opening a new door to thoughtful reflection. 1. J.M.G. Luclezio, who is he? Before diving into the interrogation, let me briefly introduce the author, Luclezio. Active from the mid-20th century to the present, Luclezio has built a unique literary world. He critically examines the violence and inhumanity of modern civilization and explores themes such as connecting with nature, the lives of immigrants and marginalized individuals, and the essence of primitive human existence. His writing is concise yet poetic, filled with vivid imagery and philosophical reflections, providing readers with profound resonance. The Interrogation was Luclezio's debut novel, published when he was in his early 20s. It shocked the French literary scene and earned him the prestigious Renaudot Prize. This work captivated intellectuals of the time, and its central themes and literary traits already foreshadowed his future works. As the first novel of a Nobel laureate, The Interrogation is not merely a debut but a significant starting point in Luclezio's literary journey. 2. The Interrogation. Proof of existence or accusation. The content of The Interrogation does not follow a conventional narrative or dramatic plot. Instead, it focuses on the inner world of a young man and his perception of the world, often with sensitivity and intensity. The protagonist is a young man named Adam Pollo, who, after returning from military service, hides away alone in a dilapidated seaside cottage, attempting to build his own world. Adam doesn't engage in any special activities or meet others. His days are filled solely with observation and contemplation. He acutely perceives the noise, light, smells, and movements of people in the outside world, sounds from passing cars and neighbors' radios, seagulls' cries, pedestrians on the street, and even the wind brushing past him. For Adam, every sensory stimulus carries profound meaning. He continuously draws these stimuli inward, deconstructs and reconfigures them, and seeks their meaning. Adam's observations go beyond mere sight. They resemble the act of drafting an interrogation. An interrogation is an official document recording a specific event or situation. Adam, like a witness or defendant in a courtroom, attempts to prove his existence. He is both an accuser, exposing artificial social structures, consumerism, and the meaningless routines of modern society, and a defendant, wandering without finding his place within that society. The novel follows the flow of Adam's consciousness. His thoughts jump freely without logical connections, often filled with dreamlike and hallucinatory images. He ponders the limits of language, questions the illusions created by human reason, and strives to find the meaning of existence. The urban landscape appears to him as a constantly changing monstrous entity, and people seem to be mindlessly repeating their lives behind masks. Adam's inner world is turbulent and unstable. He isolates himself from society yet cannot fully escape it. The external world continuously invades his psyche, leaving him powerless and shaken. His actions occasionally seem bizarre, collecting and observing old objects, aimlessly wandering the streets, or even scribbling on walls. These behaviors seem far from conventional social norms. Eventually, Adam's behavior draws suspicion and discomfort from those around him. Labeled as abnormal, he is eventually admitted to a mental hospital. There, he becomes more immersed in introspection, cut off from the external world. Ironically, this isolation also offers him a chance to view himself and the world more clearly. He realizes that his confusion and suffering are not just personal but may represent the universal alienation and powerlessness experienced in modern society. Ultimately, the interrogation reflects profound contemplation on the shadows of modern civilization, human alienation, and the essence of existence through the character of Adam Pollo. It is not merely a record of a specific event, but rather a record of human existence itself, a stern indictment of modern society. 3. The implications of the interrogation. Why read this book now? Now, the crucial question arises: why should we read this book, which is difficult to follow and whose protagonist appears socially maladjusted? What can this book mean for those who feel distant from knowledge or cultivation? The interrogation presents essential insights and raises fundamental questions about life. Questioning the boundary between normal and abnormal, Adam Pollo deviates from the societal norms of a normal life. He has no job, family, or social relationships, merely observing the world and himself. Though viewed as mentally ill, does our so-called normal society truly deserve that label? Is a life obsessed with meaningless consumption, endless competition, and environmental destruction genuinely normal? The interrogation challenges us to question the standards of normalcy set by society and to ponder what true normality might be. Through Adam's perspective, we may discover the deep-seated abnormalities of modern society in what seems abnormal. The universal experience of alienation and loneliness. Adam Pollo suffers intense alienation and loneliness. Yet these feelings are common among many people in modern society. While we are paradoxically connected through social networks, we often feel deeply lonely. The interrogation illustrates that alienation and loneliness are not merely personal issues but universal experiences in a modern world. Through Adam's pain, we can acknowledge our own hidden loneliness and anxiety, taking the first step toward understanding them. This book offers both comfort that we are not alone and the gift of a moment to reflect on ourselves amidst that solitude. Rediscovering the senses and understanding the world. We live in a world saturated with information and visual stimuli. Our exposure to smartphones traps us in a narrow reality, limiting our sensory experiences of the world. Yet Adam Pollo finds meaning in the sound of raindrops, stains on a wall, the movement of leaves, and even the meaningless conversations of passers-by. The interrogation awakens our forgotten senses and teaches us to observe the world more deeply and sensitively. Adam's ability to see the extraordinary in the mundane reminds us of the richness of meaning in our surroundings. This is a vital step in broadening our understanding of the world. The limitations of language and the search for existence. Adam Pollo contemplates the inability of language to fully capture reality. While language names and categorizes, it can also reduce and distort the vitality and complexity of objects. The interrogation encourages us to recognize these linguistic limitations and to search for essential existence beyond words. It prompts fundamental questions about how we understand the world and express ourselves. It challenges us to explore questions like who am I? And what do I feel? In intuitive and sensory ways that transcend linguistic frameworks. Critical reflection on modern civilization. Leclésio uses the interrogation to sharply critique modern society's consumerism, materialism, and alienation. To Adam, the city is a space of chaos and meaninglessness, and people are beings aimlessly consuming and competing. This book questions whether the values of modern civilization we passively accept truly bring happiness and meaning. It also offers an opportunity to reflect on pressing societal issues such as environmental problems and urbanization. This illustrates that cultivation is not merely about possessing knowledge but about critically examining the world and contemplating better directions. 4. How should you read the interrogation? We've explored the questions and meanings presented in the interrogation. However, you might still feel it is difficult to understand. That's true. The interrogation is not an easy read. But you don't need to be intimidated. Here are some tips. First, don't be held back by the plot. This is not a novel that follows events. Focus on Adam Poyo's thoughts and emotions, and how he perceives the world. Approach it as you would a long poem or a painting, intuitively and sensually. Second, don't try to understand everything. Lucrezio's prose can be complex and metaphorical. Trying to grasp every sentence's meaning can be exhausting. Instead, pay attention to the atmosphere or sensations each paragraph or sentence evokes. Let yourself simply feel the images and emotions they stir. Third, read slowly, at your own pace. The faster you read, the more difficult it may feel. Find a quiet, undisturbed time, pause occasionally to connect Adam's thoughts with your own, and allow yourself the space to reflect. Fourth, link it to your personal experiences. While Adam's extreme loneliness and alienation may seem distant from our lives, we all experience moments of loneliness and confusion. Even if you can't fully empathize with Adam's emotions, try to connect his feelings of unfamiliarity, anxiety, and doubt to your own experiences. Fifth, don't fear rereading. What seemed difficult the first time might feel entirely different with a second or third read. Don't expect to absorb everything in one go. Gently absorb the book's messages over multiple readings. 5. Reading the most certain path to broadening the horizon of existence. Dear readers, knowledge and cultivation are not merely about memorizing school lessons or reading many books. True knowledge and cultivation arise from the ability to deeply understand the world, reflect on oneself, and seek a better way of living. This ability can often be nurtured through challenging and unconventional works like the interrogation. The interrogation may not offer immediate enjoyment or clear answers. Yet, it will knock on the closed doors of your inner self, allow you to view the familiar world through new eyes, and pose fundamental questions. Who am I? And how should I live? The process of seeking answers to these questions itself becomes the most precious knowledge and the deepest cultivation. Lucrezio's The Interrogation holds up a mirror to us and demands that we interrogate ourselves in it. Would you not like to join a courageous reading journey, pausing briefly amidst the noise and chaos of modern society, asking questions to yourself and the world, and searching for new meanings? I sincerely hope that this meeting with the book becomes a meaningful and enriching experience that deepens your life and worldview. A book can be a powerful weapon, a warm comfort, or a sharp question, and The Interrogation embodies all of this.